Howdy. Today we're going to talk about your and your. These two words are pronounced the same, but they're spelled differently. They mean two different things. Now, a lot of people get these confused. It's tricky to remember which is which. So, Y-O-U-R shows possession is possessive, and Y-O-U apostrophe R-E is a contraction of U-R. There, we're done. Oh, well, we probably should say more than that.
That's probably just a little bit more than that, because
Because it's hard to remember
that's
those two
what
rules,
they've heard their whole lives.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we're used to a word with an apostrophe showing possession, showing something being possessive, like Brian's apostrophe S, Brian's bicycle, Brian's book, Brian's t-shirt. Or your bicycle, your book, your t-shirt. It shows possession, something that belongs to you or belongs to Brian. But in this case, the one with the apostrophe in it doesn't show possession. It's a contraction. Words like, I need an eraser. That's a minute. Kleenex with you. Thank you.
All pronouns don't have contractions.
All pronouns don't have contractions?
The possessive pronouns don't have contractions. Don't have apostrophes.
Correct, but don't try to confuse them. Okay, so words like don't or won't. These are contractions that have apostrophes in them. Short for do not. Short for will not. Although I have no idea why it has an O in it instead of an I. It's crazy.
Wilt.
Wilt. Well, that's a different video. It's a different channel, I think.
Yeah.
In any event, so it's a little confusing because this is a pronoun and it's possessive, but it doesn't have that apostrophe that usually shows possession. And when I do the video on its and its, two different forms of that word, we'll talk about that as well. You're just going to have to remember that the one that ends in RE is a contraction of UR. Because even though it has an apostrophe in it, we don't ever make anything plural by adding RE to it. But we might do that with contractions. And in this case, we do that with contractions.
You just said plural instead of possessive.
Hmm?
You said plural instead of possessive.
I'm sorry, possessive. Oh, we don't do plurals either. We don't make anything possessive by putting an RE on the end. So your with an apostrophe RE is a contraction. It's just a short way of saying you are. And I guess if you were really worried about this and you couldn't ever remember the rule, you could just stop using that contraction. Because you can speak the English language for the rest of your life without ever using Y-O-U apostrophe R-E. You can just write U-R instead.
Yep.
There's no reason you have to write that ever again. So if you absolutely can't remember the rule, just remember that's possessive and that's U-R and quit using that. I mean, if you were desperate, you could do that. And you'd always be correct. But yeah, that's a contraction. Apostrophe R-E, contraction of U-R. Y-O-U-R, even though it doesn't have an apostrophe, does show possession. And no, I guess pronouns, possessive pronouns don't.
His,
Words
her,
like,
its.
Yeah.
Mine.
His t-shirt, his bicycle, his book, her, my, its. None of those have apostrophes.
Yeah.
The possessive pronouns don't. There you go.